Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through some things that I've picked up from Kmart recently. These are some things that I've picked up for cleaning and organizing projects that I have planned for our tiny home. The first thing that I picked up was 2 more of the foldable linen organizers. Earlier this year from Kmart, I picked up these trellis baskets. I've really loved using them so much and they've been really great quality that I decided to pick up a few more items from the same range. This size I thought would be good for holding laundry detergents and the peg basket. Rather than use it to hold pegs, I picked up one to hold woolen dryer balls, which I also picked up a set from Kmart. I picked up this roll of shelf liner to try and sort out some problems that I was having in last week's video. I also picked up another pack of these clip labels. They are just little label holders that you can clip onto baskets and bins. This was a bit of an impulse buy. I saw it in the section where you go through to the checkouts. It's just one of those little spray scented hand sanitizers and it smells really good. And I've just clipped it onto Freddie's little lead because when we go to take Freddie for a walk, we usually take the rubbish down to the bins. So it's nice to have hand sanitizer for when you do that. I have a ton of reusable water bottles and I don't have a bottle brush cleaner, which makes it very difficult to clean them. So I picked up this long-handled bottle brush cleaner to try and do that. Unfortunately, this particular brush is too big to easily fit inside the bottles, so I'm going to have to continue my search for that. And this will just become a regular dishwashing brush. Pretty self-explanatory, some puppy poo bags, but these are the cornstarch compostable ones. So good that Kmart now has this option. Next up, I picked up a packet of shower curtain rings, but it is not for use for a shower curtain in the regular sense. It's for another little project that you'll see later. I also picked up another one of these touch lamps. I already have one. It works great. I really love it. The next thing I picked up was for Freddie. I found him, they're actually cat bowls, I think, but Freddie's so little he could easily pass for a cat. Don't tell him I said that. They're these 2 cute little bowls. I saw them ages ago, probably like a year ago, and I didn't get them. And every time I went back to look for them, they never had them in stock. So this time when I saw them, I grabbed 2 immediately. So I'm going to use one for wet food, one for dry food so that the dry food stays dry rather than putting the wet food on top of the dry food and then the dry food getting wet and mushy and Freddie not eating it. And then these are things that I've seen in Kmart. They're much cheaper than you can buy them on Amazon. I saw them for a really great price. They were $13 for the small size, $17 for the expandable size. And I thought at that price, it is well worth a try to pick them up and see how they work. So without further ado, let's get all of this stuff unboxed, open, and into the cabinets, into where it's all got to go, and I will share with you some cleaning and organizing projects that I might have been procrastinating on over the last few months. Also, isn't this the cutest little thing? I picked it up from Daiso. It is a little box cutter, but it's in the shape of a teddy bear. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So if you're in Daiso, I would highly recommend picking one up because it's so handy to have around. It also has a little magnet on the back of it so it can stick on the fridge. Keep it nearby anytime you've got a package or anything that you need to open. It is right there and it just makes me smile every time I use it. Okay, teddy bear chit chat aside, these cabinet drawers are actually really good quality. I was super surprised. Like everything, you're a little bit skeptical. How can it be good quality when it is so cheap? Literally $13 for the regular size and then $17 for the big ones. I've seen these probably around $30 or $40 on Amazon. So I was thinking, maybe they're not going to be that great quality. Maybe they won't be smooth like when they're running out and you're pulling them out on the runners. Maybe they'll be rattly and noisy, but no. Love them. Definitely highly recommend them. If you have the cabinet where it's kind of a little bit difficult to get all the way to the back, just double check, make sure you measure, make sure you pick up the right size, make sure that it will actually be worthwhile you putting those big drawers into your shelves, because sometimes when your drawer that you're putting in is not the same surface area or the same size as your shelf, you can actually end up losing storage space, which you'll kind of see here. But I think in my case, the slight loss of surface area, it more than makes up for it with the ease of having the drawer mechanism in there. It'll make sense. Just keep watching. These drawer units also come with the adhesive tape used to stick them down. They also come with screws if you want to permanently fix them. I'm a bit of a commitment phobe and I wasn't sure if I wanted to stick with the two small ones or switch it out and try the bigger one. So I just went with some little magic tape so I knew that I could easily remove it if I changed my mind later on. Now, even though I didn't end up storing my glass food containers up in this top shelf, it was really good to know that the drawer mechanism still worked perfectly, no issues at all when it had a really heavy load like these glass food containers. Oh my goodness, as if this video wasn't doing enough adulting, I am now doing the most adulting thing ever, and I'm putting liners in these shelves. Shelf liners. Pinnacle of adulting. Now, I wouldn't say it was absolutely necessary to put the liner in, but I just figured that since the shelves are metal, I didn't want it sort of clattering and clanging every time we put things in there. I also am intending to put some glasses, as you'll see later on in the video, so I wanted to make sure that they were just really super stable when anyone was pushing the drawers in and out. So definitely worth the extra trouble to measure and cut to size the shelf liners. So again, picked it up from Kmart. Definitely would recommend to go that little extra adulting mile and put the shelf liners in your shelf drawers. kilo fitted sheet quilt. The next organising job that I have got to do with the help of some Kmart goodies is organising my hallway closet. Just giving it a bit of a reorganize and really getting it next level organized with some of these label holders and my label maker. It's always easy for you to know where to put things if you're the one that's doing the organizing, but if you've got kids or family members, it's not always easy for them to know where to put things or where to find things unless it is labeled. So while it might seem like it is pretty obvious and self-explanatory what is in each of these baskets, it just makes it that much quicker and easier for everyone in the family to be able to find what they're looking for and to put things back where it belongs if it has a label on it. Into a charity box. Perfect. Boop, boop, boopity boop. Now up in the very top shelf of my hallway closet, which is very narrow and very difficult to film, I apologize, it's a very tricky angle to try and show anything that I'm doing. I found that these large linen look folding organizers, you can't get them in if you assemble them outside of the hallway cupboard, but if you put them into the hallway cupboard and you just assemble them once they're in the top shelf, because the top shelf has so much extra space above where the frame of the door is. I find that it has just fit three perfectly across, and if it's things that are kind of big and bulky and you might just need them seasonally and you're not needing regular access to them, I think it's perfect to have them stashed up there. The zippers open in such a way that you can open it enough to get in and out whatever you need. It doesn't waste the space that is above in that very top shelf, if that makes sense. So it makes the most use of all the space, and I think it's a really good storage solution. So if you have got a hallway like mine, definitely try and find these at Kmart. If you can't find them at Kmart or you don't have Kmart, you don't live in Australia, definitely check out Amazon, because I've seen plenty of things like this at Amazon and at IKEA as well. So overall, very happy with how the linen closet came out. I wasn't able to film all of it because it is a very tight spot, but all the bins and boxes come from Kmart. And just putting the little labels on and the label holders just makes it, like I said, easy for everyone in the family to know where everything goes, where they can find things, and where to put them back. And just bags, lunchbox things, so big bulky lunchboxes, big bulky drink bottles, that during the weekend they need a space to live. This is all Manchester linen, towels. It's snug, but it's done. Now I'm going to be showing another Kmart cleaning item that I didn't show at the start of this video because I picked it up on another trip to Kmart. It is a window sash cleaning device. First of all, I am starting by vacuuming out this disgusting door track, which I'm very disappointed about the Dyson attachment. It did not get anything out. So I remembered this hack that I've seen on social media where you use a toilet roll and you put it on the end of your vacuum cleaner. That actually works. Wait a minute, I need to get you closer. Now, as you can see and as you can hear, I was very shocked and surprised that it actually worked. So I got all of that gunk out that I could vacuum, and then I went in with the good old Dawn power wash, sprayed it in, and this is that little windowsill cleaning kit that I picked up. Also got this little scrubbing brush from Daiso, which looked like it might be a little bit longer because my windowsills are actually quite deep for the sliding door. So I did have that issue. This was great, but I just found it didn't go all the way down to the very deepest part of the groove. So it was good for the higher side, but for the bit where you've got the long dip into the track, it didn't get all the way down in there. And it was definitely just a single-use cleaning item. One-time use, the sponge was just wrecked by the end of cleaning that one balcony sliding door. So it was good, it wasn't great, it did the job, but I think the Daiso brush did the job better. That's like a new door. If you are like me and you have been procrastinating things like cleaning your sliding door frame or windowsills around the house, sometimes all it takes is buying a little $4 specialty tool. Sometimes just picking up something that is just going to maybe just be that little tip that forces you to take action and get it done. And I promise you that once you have done it, every time you open and shut that door, you will be like, oh my God, it's like a brand new door. Why did I procrastinate it so long? It is so good when it is nice and clean. This is your sign to go and clean your balcony or patio door or your windowsills around the house that you have been putting off, because once it's clean, it is going to make you feel like $1 million. So guys, that about wraps up today's video. I'm just going to take you through and show you in situ the little bits and pieces that I picked up around the home. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me, getting through some of the cleaning and organizing tasks that for one reason or another, probably because they're so gross, like cleaning out your balcony door, I have been procrastinating or putting off. This is your helpful motivation to just get in and get things done, even if it means picking up a new thing from Daiso or Kmart for $1 or $2, just to have that motivation to get some skin in the game and get in and get it done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fabulous weekend, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.